Okay, we're going to go over some more in-depth instructions on the line drawstring bag. I can see there's some confusion, things I've left off on the pattern. So here we go. The measurements on the pattern are correct. You need two 17 by 36-inch pieces of fabric, a 1.5 by width of fabric for the string, which you cut in half, two 3 by 5-inch pieces, actually four 3 by 5-inch pieces, one of the outside fabric, one of the lining fabric, and a three, no, I'm sorry, 5 by width of fabric, and then you cut it down to 16 inches. And you're going to, on that, you're going to hem it, fold it in half. So for the casing, you're going to put it on, lay out your lining and your outside fabric, and you're going to lay your casing, which you've hemmed and pressed in half, on each end of the short ends of your fabric, and you're going to sew across only that end, on the ends, sewing in those casings. And then you're going to adjust the fabric so that those seams meet in the center, and you're going to align those casing and those seams in the center of the fabric. Then on the outside edges where you've had the fold, remember your casings are meeting in the center. On the outside edges, 2.5 inches in, you're going to fold your tabs in half and put them on the matching piece of fabric. So here's our outside edge, our outside fabric. We're going to fold the tab in half, pin it in place on both sides of your fabric. So if we're looking at this, here are your casings folded into the center. Here are your tabs, 2.5 inches from the outside fold, edges of the fold, and here are two more of your tabs on each side. And then you're going to sew up past the tabs, leave an opening for turning, sew down to the end. And then on the other end, you can sew all the way across. Now, before you turn it, you're going to sew the gussets, and I sewed these 1.5 inches in, and you're going to do that on all four corners. Now, I didn't cut this extra off, but if you want to, you can do that. And go ahead and turn it right side out, and you want to sew that opening closed. I just top stitched it, but if you want to hide the stitching, you can hand stitch it closed. Now, when you turn it inside out or right side out, tuck the lining in. I just went ahead and pressed so that the casing stands up nice and straight, and then attach your drawstring to a pin or some kind of a turning utensil, whatever you do to insert elastic. And you want to start on one side of your casing, take it in, loop it, and go to the other casing and out. And then you're going to, with the other case or drawstring, you're going to start at the other end, loop through and out. So you have a looped end on each side of your casing. Then you're going to bring the drawstring down, loop one piece of it through the tab, tie it, and do the same on the other side. Excuse me. And then there's your drawstring bag. Hope that solves your problems. I'm going to have to rewrite the pattern. I realize I made some mistakes on that, and I'm sorry for those issues. Have a great day.